Welcome to English Talk Avenue. This channel helps you learn English through calm stories and real-life ideas. Many people spend their whole life waiting for approval. They wait for a smile, a nod, a compliment, or a yes from someone else. From childhood, we are trained to please. We are praised when we behave the way others like. We are corrected when we choose differently. Slowly, this shapes our mind. We start believing that our value comes from outside. We think we are good only when others accept us. This habit becomes so deep that we do not even notice it anymore. We check reactions before checking our feelings. We change our words to fit in. We hide parts of ourselves to stay safe. Over time, this constant need for approval creates exhaustion. It drains energy, confidence, and clarity. Seeking approval feels normal because everyone around us does it. Friends want likes. Workers want praise. Students want high grades. Families want respect. None of these things are bad by themselves. The problem begins when approval becomes the center of life. When every decision depends on how others will react, we slowly lose connection with ourselves. We forget our needs. We forget our limits. We forget our voice. Life starts to feel heavy, even when everything looks fine on the outside. Listening to your own needs is a quiet skill. It does not shout. It does not demand attention. It speaks softly. That is why many people miss it. The voice inside you often comes as a feeling, not a sentence. It appears as tiredness, discomfort, joy, or calm. When you ignore it again and again, it becomes weaker. When you listen to it, it becomes clearer. This voice is not selfish. It is honest. It tells you when something is wrong and when something is right, even if others do not agree. Think about how often you say yes when you want to say no. You do it to avoid conflict. You do it to look kind. You do it because you fear rejection. Each time you do this, you send a message to yourself that your needs are less important. Over time, this message becomes a belief. You start thinking that your comfort does not matter. You feel guilty for resting. You feel selfish for choosing yourself. This guilt is learned. It is not natural. Listening to yourself means pausing before reacting. It means giving yourself a moment of silence. In that silence, you ask a simple question. What do I need right now? Not what should I do? Not what will make others happy. But what do I need? At first, the answer may not come. That is normal. You have ignored this voice for a long time. Be patient. Silence is part of healing. Many people fear listening to themselves because they think it will change everything. They worry that they will disappoint others. They worry that they will lose relationships. In reality, listening to yourself does not destroy life. It corrects it. It removes what is false. It strengthens what is real. Some people may not like the change. That is okay. People who only like the version of you that pleased them were never connected to the real you. Approval seeking often comes from fear. Fear of being alone. Fear of being judged. Fear of being misunderstood. These fears are human. But when fear controls your choices, life becomes small. Listening to your needs requires courage. Courage to feel uncomfortable. Courage to stand alone sometimes. Courage to trust yourself even when others doubt you. Your needs are not demands. They are signals. Hunger is a signal. Tiredness is a signal. Emotional pain is a signal. Ignoring signals does not make them disappear. It makes them louder. Many people reach burnout not because they work too much, but because they ignore themselves too long. They keep going without rest. They keep giving without receiving. They keep smiling without feeling joy. When you stop seeking approval, you begin to notice patterns. You notice who drains your energy. You notice which situations make you anxious. You notice what brings peace. This awareness is powerful. It helps you make better choices. You stop forcing yourself into spaces where you do not belong. You stop explaining yourself to people who do not listen. You start protecting your time. Listening to yourself does not mean isolating from the world. It means choosing consciously. You still care. You still help. But you do it from fullness, not emptiness. You help because you want to, not because you fear rejection. This changes the quality of your actions. They become sincere. They become lighter. Many people confuse approval with love. They think if others approve, they are loved. Real love does not require you to disappear. Real love allows you to be honest. When you stop chasing approval, you create space for real connection. You attract people who respect your boundaries. You attract relationships where you can breathe. The habit of seeking approval often starts in childhood. Maybe you were praised only when you achieved something. Maybe you were ignored when you expressed emotions. As a child, you learned to adjust to survive. That was not your fault. But as an adult, you have a choice. You can continue the pattern, or you can change it. Change begins with awareness. Listening to your needs also means accepting discomfort. Sometimes your need will be rest, but the world expects productivity. Sometimes your need will be honesty, but others prefer silence. Choosing yourself in these moments feels difficult. But each small choice builds trust with yourself. That trust is the foundation of confidence. Confidence does not come from applause. It comes from alignment. When your actions match your inner truth, you feel stable. Even if others disagree, you feel grounded. This inner stability is more valuable than external praise. Praise fades. Inner peace stays. To practice listening to yourself, start with simple moments. When you feel tired, allow yourself to rest without explanation. When you feel overwhelmed, step back instead of pushing harder. When you feel joy, allow it without guilt. These small acts teach your mind that your needs matter. Stop asking everyone for advice. Too many voices create confusion. Most people give advice based on their fears, not your reality. Instead, sit quietly with your question. Write your thoughts. Walk alone. Give yourself space to hear your own answer. Seeking approval keeps you living in reaction mode. Listening to yourself puts you in response mode. You stop reacting to opinions. You start responding from clarity. This shift changes everything. Your decisions become calmer. Your relationships become healthier. Your life becomes more yours. It is important to understand that not everyone will understand your change. Some people benefit from your approval-seeking behavior. When you stop, they may resist. They may call you selfish. They may guilt you. This does not mean you are wrong. It means the dynamic is changing. Listening to your needs also means respecting your limits. Limits are not weaknesses. They are signs of self-respect. When you say no, you protect your energy. When you rest, you recharge. When you choose silence, you heal. Limits allow you to show up fully where it matters. Many people wait for permission to choose themselves. They wait for the right time. That time rarely comes. You must give yourself permission. No one else can do it for you. This permission is an internal decision. It is quiet but powerful. As you stop seeking approval, you may feel lonely at first. That loneliness is temporary. It is the space between old patterns and new ones. Do not rush to fill it with noise. Let it teach you. In that space, you reconnect with yourself. Listening to yourself is a daily practice. Some days you will forget. You will fall back into old habits. Do not judge yourself. Notice and return. Growth is not straight. It is gentle and slow. Over time, you will notice a shift. You will feel less anxious about opinions. You will feel more comfortable in silence. You will trust your choices more. Life will feel simpler, even if it is not easier. When you stop seeking approval, you stop performing. You stop wearing masks. You show up as you are. This authenticity is freeing. It allows you to live with honesty instead of fear. Your needs are valid. Your feelings are real. Your voice matters. Listening to yourself is not a luxury. It is a responsibility. When you take care of yourself, you become stronger for others too. This journey does not require perfection. It requires presence. One honest moment at a time. One small choice at a time. One deep breath at a time. And slowly, you will realize that the approval you were searching for outside was always waiting inside you. If this message helped you, please subscribe to English Talk Avenue and continue learning and growing with us.